Hey guys, how's it going? It's John, Gamester81. I'm really excited to announce a project that I've been working on for well over a year. I put a lot of time into it. It's called the Game On Expo. It's going to be held in the Phoenix, Arizona market at the Mesa Convention Center on August 28th through 30th of this year, 2015. I'm partnered up with my good friend Jason Heine. Many of you may know him as the EMU Review. He's a fellow co-host of the All Gen Gamers, my podcast that we're on. And he's just a great guy, lives here locally as well. We've also partnered up with two other guys here locally to help produce the show and kind of organize the show. Super excited. So I just want to, in this video, talk about kind of what's going on. We, of course, have all social media outlets. So we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, website azgameonexpo.com. If you guys can't make the show, I completely understand. It's hard to travel out of state or even country for sure. But if you're local or if you're relatively close, you want to come out, it's going to be a great time. At the very least, we really appreciate you guys liking us, following us, definitely spreading the word. Every little bit helps, and we really appreciate that. So as far as guests goes, we've got a ton of guests, great guests, and we have the Completionist is going to be there hosting the panel, PattheNESpunk, Game Chasers, Aaron Rickey from Retro Liberty. Of course, I'll be there. Jason will be there. We have Keith Robinson, who is the president of Intellivision Games. He's been with Intellivision pretty much since the beginning, programming games. They're still releasing games for the Intellivision and other platforms. So he's going to talk about the future of Intellivision, kind of how it was to work back in the day. We have, if you guys have heard of Wisdom Tree Games, they produce a lot of the biblical games like Bible Adventures for the NES, Super Noah's Ark 3D, which is the only unlicensed Super Nintendo game that come out for the system, for the Super Nintendo. That's going to be there, or they're going to be there talking about the history of Wisdom Tree. They're actually still around making games, and they contacted me the other day actually and said, John, we have a huge announcement we're going to announce, and hold off and wait until Game On Expo. So I don't even know what that's about, but it's going to be pretty exciting to hear what they have to say. Are they coming out with a new Bible Adventures 2? I don't know, possibly. And then they also are going to produce a really exclusive one-of-a-kind book for Wisdom Tree that was going to be available at our auction. We're going to have an auction Saturday night. So if you have things you want to sell or trade, that's a great opportunity to do that. We're going to have an after party on Saturday night at a really cool bar called Endgame. They're going to host an after party for us. And so really the goal of this convention is to really cater towards all aspects of gaming. So whether you're a fan of the arcades, we're going to have a Starfighters Arcade. They're going to bring out 20 free play arcade games to play. We've partnered with GameWorks. They're going to bring out some arcades as well for free play. So we also obviously going to have retro games there, modern games. We're going to have 80 to 100 vendors there total at the show selling games and whatnot. Microsoft is going to be there hosting, bringing the Xbox One experience there. They're going to do hosting their own tournaments. We have Nintendo's going to be there doing a Pokemon tournament. We're going to have Magic card tournaments, of course. So really all types of gaming, hence the Game On Expo. So it's going to be obviously a lot of retro, modern, of course, too. But we wanted to kind of make it unique in that sense as far as the gaming show is concerned. We've got some great panels going on. We have gaming tournaments, both modern and retro. We have two big events we're really excited for, and they're pretty unique. First one is called the Retro Championships. And what that event's going to entail is we're producing a new game exclusive to the show for the NES. It's going to have 3 mini games. It's going to be held in the same style as the Nintendo World Championships. So we're going to do a big tournament. The winner's going to get a really exclusive gold cart. And then we're also going to sell grade carts. We purchased 200 grade carts for the show. And so those are only going to be available at Game On Expo. It's a completely unique game that people never played before. If you guys are familiar with the PowerFest tournament back in 1994, it was a Nintendo tournament that similar to the Nintendo World Championships, basically like that, but for the Super Nintendo. Only 2 carts are in existence today from the original competition. We're going to have one of the carts at the show. It's probably $20,000 cart, super rare. Actually much more rare than the Nintendo World Championships, although a lot of people don't know about it as much as the Nintendo World Championships gold cart. But that's going to be the game show. So what we're going to do is recreate that event, play on the original software. We're going to have a bunch of the original finalists from 1994 be there at Game On Expo, including Mike Urossi, the original winner. So the idea is to have the other championships from Game On Expo go head-to-head with Mike and the original finalists and have an epic showdown between the two, the modern and the new, or the modern new to the retro. It's going to be pretty sweet. So that's going to be exciting. We're going to have a lot of great prizes. Some of our sponsors include Play Asia. They're going to give away some cool stuff. A lot of the cool vendors there will be that you may know are Hypercan. They're going to sell some games. I've talked about this before, but the Retro VGS, the new cartridge-based console, they're going to be there at Game On Expo showing that system, and so you can actually get to see it, can experience the Retro VGS for the first time. It's going to make a debut. Just a lot. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Some other things we got going on is if you guys are heard of the Nintendo Quest, which is a documentary about guys Rob and his team who go out and collect all these NES games. They're going to have a screening of that movie and the documentary at Game On Expo. There's going to be Mystic Searches, which is a brand new NES game. There's going to be an exclusive prototype of that game that's going to be available to play at Game On Expo. Where there's another game called Sydney Hunter: The Curse of the Mayans coming out for the Wii U and the NES. That's going to be at the show. You're going to be able to play for the first time and experience. So there's a lot of cool things going on. That's really just the tip of the iceberg as far as activities for Game On Expo. So as you can see, I'm really excited about this event, and I really hope to see a lot of you guys there. If you can't, like I said before, don't sweat it. If you can't make the show and you still want to meet up, I'm actually going to a couple other gaming conventions later this year. I'm going to the Retropalooza in Dallas that the Game Chasers are putting together. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's in September. In October, I'm also going back to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. So I hope to see you guys at least at one of these events. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you guys soon. Take care and game on.